Hello there, it's Haley with the Armageddon Report. Let's jump right into the Northwest Pacific where things aren't going on. We've got invests, storms, disturbances, 98 WP and 97 WP. However, JTWC doesn't have an outlook on either of those. But out here in the Atlantico, right, so we have Tormenta Tropical Leslie and Hurricane Michael. Right, Michael, no threat to land. However, Leslie, let's go to the storm track page. There's a tropical storm warning in effect. In fact, tropical storm force winds continue at Bermuda as the center begins to edge away from the island. They have, if you scroll all the way down, there we go. Tropical storm warning still in effect for there. However, look at where Leslie may end up. So Leslie might book right through there. And this is actually the farthest north I have ever seen the NHC put an outlook for. You know, they've got it still, Leslie, as a hurricane passing by Greenland, and then maybe even a Tormenta Tropical out by Iceland. What's up with that? Maybe, you know, then vacation in Norway, Sweden, you know, go hang out over there. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, Peligros or Peligros, can't remember which. Afectando tierra, wind, surf, and rainfall right now. So, yeah, that's what's happening with Leslie. However, Michael, no threat to land at the moment. Let's verify. Yeah, before I, go, weekends a little, before, we scroll down, I'm just blahing. There we go. No land hazards. Hooray. Speaking of land hazards or something, Flago de Rojo, Aviso or something, whatever they call a red flag warning, that is for fire weather, where its fire conditions are favorable. If you're a piece of fuego, you are going to love today for all of these areas. So that could be like, a lot of times it's dry thunderstorms. So if, lightning strikes like a tree or something, starts a fire, and there's no rain in the thunderstorm to put the thing out, then you have a problem. So fire problems potentially for all of these areas. Check out the severe thunderstorm outlook. It is apparently getting out of storm season. After yesterday, when New York had some tornadoes of all places and whole bunch of severe wind events. Now, that thing was predicted, there was a 45% chance. This is why it's important to pay attention or whatnot. But otherwise, now, it's all green. Verde. It's all verde across the board for the next few days. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that things won't change by the time that the outlooks, because originally the New York thing, when it was 3 days out, it was a 5% chance. And then when it was the day before, they bumped it up to 45. So that's why it's muy importante to pay attenzione. That's probably attenzione. There you go. That sounds Italian. Anyway, I don't know what the Spanish word is. That's why you should pay attention every single day. Right, severeweathertv.com is the official homepage of the screencast, by the way. That was yesterday, so if you want to see what it looked like. My God, man. Right, and you can watch the screencast there for some reason. You can go check on the drought by going outside and, looking at your earth, your tierra, or whatnot, the dirt. Or you go to the drought page where you see, hey, there's still a drought. Yeah, WikiWix is WICKEDWX.com, but apparently it's about to become less and less relevant. And of course, I look at CYCLOCANE.com. Yep, that's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your lovely weekend.